My dear students, today I am going to discuss regarding the determination of empirical formula and molecular formula. I am Dr. Gunasekharan, Professor of Chemistry. So, determination of empirical formula and molecular formula we are going to discuss. First, let me discuss empirical formula. What is empirical formula? The empirical formula of a compound is the simplest formula which expresses its percentage composition. It expresses its percentage composition and also the relative number of atoms of each element in a molecule or compound in a simple ratio. Kindly follow. This is the definition for empirical formula. Let me repeat again. The empirical formula of a compound is the simplest formula which expresses its percentage composition. It gives percentage composition. And also the relative number of atoms of each element in a molecule or compound in a simple ratio. For specific example, here I am indicating CH2O. So this is the formula, empirical formula for formaldehyde, for lactic acid, for glucose. Kindly follow. This is the empirical formula. That means in the simple ratio, in the case of formaldehyde, CH2O, 1:2:1. The ratio will be 1:2:1 ratio it is present in all the cases of formaldehyde, lactic acid and glucose. Kindly follow. This is called empirical formula. Now, how to determine the empirical formula? There are 4 steps involved. Step number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let me discuss one by one. What is step 1? Step 1, divide the percentage of each element determined experimentally by its atomic weight to get a relative number of moles. Let me repeat again. The step 1, divide the percentage of each element. Percentage of each element determined by its atomic weight to get a relative number of moles. That means percentage divided by atomic weight. This is step 1. Step 2, divide the relative number of mole values obtained in step 1. Divide relative number of moles, the mole values obtained in step 1 by the least value to get simple mole ratio. Suppose we have 3 elements. All the 3 elements, the percentage of 3 will be there. So divide all the 3 elements by its percentage. You will get 3 values. Now you have to divide all the 3 values obtained in the step 1 by the least. Whatever value it is least, we have to divide it to get simple mole ratio. Step 3. If simple mole ratio is a whole number 1, 2, 3, etc., then convert all the mole ratio to the nearest whole numbers by multiplying using a common factor. Kindly follow. If a simple mole ratio is not a whole number, if it is a whole number, no problem. If it is not a whole number, then convert all the mole ratio to the nearest whole numbers by multiplying using a common factor. Let me give a simple example. Let me say carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Let us assume now we have the percentage and we are dividing by the atomic weight. Then we are getting some values. All the three values from the least values we are getting. Finally, we are getting the values of here, let me say 1.2, here 1.4, here 1, let us say. So, if the simple mole ratio is not a whole number, except oxygen, they are not whole number. Carbon 1.2, hydrogen 1.4. So, in that case, now what we have to do now, convert all the mole ratio 1.2, 1.4, 1 to the nearest whole number by multiplying by a common factor. What is the common factor here? That is, I can now take 5, multiply by 5. When I multiply by 5, so the carbon will be 6. Then hydrogen will be 7. Oxygen will be 5. So we are getting now whole numbers. This is the step 3. Next, step 4. Determine the empirical formula by writing the whole number values as subscripts to the symbol of the respective element. Suppose we are getting carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So suppose we are getting value 1, 2. This is 1 again. So we can write simply CHO. Kindly follow CH2O. This is the rule, step 4 says. Determine the empirical formula by writing the whole numbers values as subscripts to the symbol of the respective element. Carbon 1 means 1 I am putting here. Hydrogen 2 means 2 I am putting here. Here 1. So normally 1 is not necessary, we have to represent. So simply we can write CH2O will be enough. We can use. Kindly follow. The next one. So to understand these 4 steps, let me explain with the help of a problem. I am giving a problem and I am going to analyze this problem with the same method I am following. Kindly follow. An organic compound on analysis was found to contain 10.06% carbon. Carbon 10.06%. Hydrogen 0.84% and chlorine 89.10%. So this is the percentage given. The question asks, calculate the empirical formula. So what are the 4 steps given? First, percentage is given. So divide the percentage, the first step, divide the percentage by its atomic weight. Carbon 12, hydrogen 1 and chlorine 35.5. By its atomic weight, we'll get some value, whole number, that is value, mole ratio. Then whatever value it is lowest, divide all the values by the lowest, we'll get some numbers. If all the numbers are whole number, no problem, simply represent the whole number against carbon, against hydrogen, against chlorine. Suppose if it is having fraction, find out a common factor and multiply them to convert into whole numbers. Kindly follow. Let me work out this problem, you can understand. Kindly follow. I am putting in the form of table. There are 4 columns in the table. First column element, symbol. Second column percentage composition. Third column percentage composition divided by atomic mass. And fourth column previous reading by divided by smallest number. By the smallest number. Kindly follow. So first case carbon 10.06. I am divided by 12. Atomic mass of carbon is 12. So when I divide this, I am getting the value 0.84. That is the value. The second case, hydrogen, 0.84, atomic weight 1, so it is nothing but 0.84. And third case, 89.10, the percentage of chlorine. So that we know atomic weight 35.5, divide by this, I am getting the value of 2.52. So what I have to do now, the smallest value is 0.84. So I have to divide all the three values by 0.84. First case 0.84, 0.84, 1 in the case of carbon. In the case of hydrogen, again 0.84, 0.84, 1. In the case of chlorine, 2.52 by 0.84, it is a whole number 3. So I am now representing these values to the corresponding element, that is C1, H1, Cl3. So that is I am representing in this form. CHCl3 is the empirical formula, which is nothing but chloroform. It's a molecular formula for chloroform. Kindly follow. So this is the way we have to identify the empirical formula. Okay. Let me go for the next one. Molecular formula. So what we have completed? Empirical formula and determination of empirical formula we have determined. Now we'll come for molecular formula. Molecular formula of a compound correspond to its molecular mass. And it shows the actual number of atoms of each element in a molecule of the compound. Two information it is giving from the definition. It gives molecular mass and also actual number of atoms present in each element it is giving. So not to explain, I am giving the example below. Kindly follow. CH2O is the empirical formula for formaldehyde, lactic acid and glucose. Kindly follow. So, in the case of formaldehyde, I can write simply, that is in the form of N value. Kindly follow. CH2O, that is N. So now, in the case of formaldehyde, N equal to 1. In the case of lactic acid, N equal to 3. In the case of glucose, N equal to 6. Kindly follow. 6 times. So, that means in order to get molecular formula, simply multiply the empirical formula by the N value. Okay. I will explain in detail, kindly follow. To understand now, let me give you a problem, then I will discuss this. An organic compound has been found to possess empirical formula CH2O and molecular weight determined by physical or chemical methods 180. We have already come across under the molecular weight, we have come across. So determine the molecular formula. Kindly follow. So our aim is we have to determine the molecular formula. So as usual, there are 4 steps involved here in the case of determination of molecular formula. Step 1. Determine the empirical formula weight. Because empirical formula it is given as CH2O. So for that we have to determine the weight, empirical formula weight. Then step 2. Determine the molecular formula weight. Actually, the molecular formula weight is given already 180 in the problem. So this is known. Determination of N value we have to find out. And from the N value, we can determine the molecular formula by simply multiplying the empirical formula into N value. So let me explain further. Kindly follow me. The first determination of empirical formula weight. So empirical formula it is given as CH2O, carbon atomic weight 12 grams, 2 hydrogen 1 plus 2 gram, oxygen 16 grams. So totally there are 30 grams. That is the empirical formula weight. So empirical formula weight for CH2O is 30. Okay. Step 2, determination of molecular weight. We have to determine the molecular weight by physical method and chemical method. This we have already discussed under the atom molecular mole concept. Under the molecular weight determination we have seen already. Anyhow, let me repeat once again, no problem. So in the case of physical method, Victor-Mayer method, Dumas method, Hoffman method, freezing point method, boiling point method, osmotic pressure methods are available to determine the molecular weight. And in the case of chemical methods, silver salt method suitable for acids, platinic chloride method suitable for bases, volumetric method suitable for acids and bases. So, we can determine the molecular weight. In the problem, molecular weight is given already 180. So, it is not necessary for us. So, determine the molecular weight in the problem. Next. What is we have to do now? We have to determine the n value. What is n value? Molecular weight by empirical formula weight. That is the n value. Please have it in mind. This is the most important. Molecular weight is already given as 180. Empirical formula weight is given already 30. So 0, 0. So automatically value will be 6. N value will be 6. So kindly follow. In this case, so once if we determine the n value, so we have to determine the molecular formula. That is equal to empirical formula into n value. What way? Just see here. For that, the problem that we have already given, an organic compound has been found to possess the empirical formula CH2O and molecular weight 180 determine the molecular formula. Kindly follow. Now that I am doing this. So, n value we are determining as 6 because molecular weight is given. Empirical formula is given. From that I have calculated empirical formula weight. So molecular formula equal to empirical formula into 6, or I can simply write empirical formula CH2O into 6, or I can write now C6H12O6, nothing but glucose or fructose. So this is the way we have to determine the molecular formula. Dear students, kindly understand this is the method we have to follow. So, in the case of determination of empirical formula and molecular formula, we have to follow 4 steps in each cases. I hope you have enjoyed the class. I will take the next class tomorrow. My dear students, those who are preparing for NEET chemistry, NEET entrance examination coaching for all subjects, I request you kindly visit our site Vetti.s. Kindly view our achievement for 20 years is given. Our Vetti.s site has 50 to 60 recorded lessons in each subject. So lesson you can write notes directly from the slide. You can stop, write the notes, and then again allow to move like that. That provision is given. And 50 to 60 NEET model test, unit-wise 45 questions in each subject, including solution, that is recorded answer will be given. That means, so each unit after completing, after studying, if you attend the questions, there is in the menu, there is the attempt. If you click attempt, the first question will open, and below that there will be complete and then side next. Below that there is 1 to 45 number, question number will be there. The number, question number will be in yellow color. If you click answer A, B, C, D, any one of the answer, automatically yellow color will be changing into green color. So what is the information here? It is you can able to identify which question you have answered, which question you have not answered. You can able easily known from our side. Once after completion, there will be clock will be going on. You have to press complete. You will get immediately marks. So 45 question into 4 means 180 marks. Out of 180, suppose you are getting 160. So 20 marks you are not getting. So where you have done mistake, if you want to know, in our site it is possible. Because there is another menu we have provided for you that is called review. So next to the mark, you will get the review menu. If you click review, first question will be displayed, and what you answer you have clicked, that will be in blue color, and correct answer will be in yellow color. And below that, there is solution heading and a video will be there. If click the video, the concerned professor will start explaining the questions or problems with the suitable example with the theory support. So nearly 10 to 15 minutes he will discuss. So totally we have 12, that is nearly, so 200 the tests are there. 200 into 45, just approximately 50. Just imagine. So 200 into means again 2000. So nearly 10,000 questions are available. All these 10,000 questions are taken from year 1975 to 2000 from throughout India, IIT, AIMS, AIPMT, AFMC, PHU, MSET Andhra, Karnataka, Kerala, Delhi, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry. All question papers are there. What we have observed for the last 6 years, every year minimum 75 to 80 same question without changing even word, the value. Questions are asked. So minimum 300 marks are guaranteed from us. So remaining 200 to 300 marks, you have to work for that one. So really, if you join with us, you can get minimum of 500 marks, and if you work hard, you can get 600 plus. So my dear students, if you want to join, and we are just giving only for 10,000, a minimum amount in order to help poor people. So pay only 10,000 rupees per year for all subjects. And then for that you have to pay to the name Santi in Indian Bank, account number 71271941, IFC code ID IB 00P134. And also, if any query, you can contact me by the phone number 98941 So, in this number you can contact. So, my dear students, so you have enjoyed, you have got good informations. Thank you very much for the patience. Bye bye. We will see you tomorrow.